Hello, Yellow Jackets. I want to welcome you to this year's virtual Athletic Hall of Fame induction ceremony. This isn't right? At BW, we typically get together. I'm here in the lobby of Earthsprung, and if this were a typical year, we would all be gathered inside Earthsprung. There'd be 200 of us, and we would be celebrating the accomplishments of 10 great Yellow Jackets. But of course, with COVID in our midst, here on campus, a lot of health safety protocols in place. The BW community has really stepped up. Our cases have been very small, so we have a lot to be proud of here at BW this fall. And among the things we have to be proud of, it's you, the 10 inductees into the 56th Annual Hall of Fame induction. This began in 1965. We've had over 300 student athletes, Yellow Jackets, inducted. And to be inducted into the Hall of Fame means that you are a Yellow Jacket for life. You are a part of this university forever, and it's also a celebration of your excellence. And excellence is the hallmark of BW. It's what we expect of our faculty, staff, and students. Our alumni continue to do excellent things, and it's just such a pleasure. Well, actually, it would be more of a pleasure if we were together in Earthsprung. We will do that. We'll bring you back as soon as we're able to, but it is a pleasure to welcome you and to officially say congratulations into the Hall of Fame. The 10 of you represent 8 different sports spanning 25 years from 1983 to 2008. And so it's a great day here on campus. It's an important ceremony, and it's important to recognize you. And before I turn it over to 2 students who are going to introduce our Hall of Fame inductees, I do want to give a request to our 10 inductees, and that is reach out to current BW students. If you have the opportunity to mentor them, to be a coach for them, to help them with career decisions, the BW student athletes today and our students in general look up to you as examples of BW excellence. And so if you're able to, please give a little time to the BW students of today. They will benefit greatly from it, and I can assure you, since I spend my days on campus, I live on campus, that you'll be impressed with today's Yellow Jackets. So I'm going to turn the program over to AJ and to Sydney, who are going to introduce this year's inductees. Thank you, everyone.
Hi, my name is AJ Miller, grad student, class of 2021, and I play quarterback here at BW from Coral Springs, Florida. Our first inductee is Keith Aufmuth, men's basketball, class of 2007.
Hello, my name is Keith Aufmuth, and I graduated from Baldwin Wallace in 2007. I played for the men's basketball team from 2002 to 2006. My most memorable moment as a Yellow Jacket was winning the outright OAC regular season championship back in 2005-2006 season. It was the first regular season championship for legendary coach Steve Bankson. Also, in that year, we broke 14 team records, but also the most memorable one was breaking the school record with 25 wins. I am currently teaching physical education in the Lorain City Schools, and I am also involved with coaching. Currently, I am the middle school football coach, and believe it or not, the middle school wrestling coach. The people I would like to thank are first and foremost my parents, Ken and Denise. Also my brothers, Kenny and Kevin. My Brooklyn High School coaches, Scott Yurd and Jeff Shepherd. My Baldwin Wallace coaches, Coach Hershey, Coach Brown, Coach Kibler, and legendary coach, Steve Bankson. Behind the scenes are sports announcers, Matt Florjancic and Andrew Newcomer. And our sports information guy, Kevin Rupel. And lastly, my wife, Jen, and my 2 beautiful kids, KJ and Tegan. The best advice I can give to a student athlete is enjoy the moment. Your 4 years fly by. Enjoy every single moment. because every moment that I had at Baldwin Wallace was a lifelong memory, and I have so many lifelong friends because of Baldwin Wallace University. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sydney Kolchagoff. I'm from Findlay, Ohio, and I'm a senior volleyball player. Our next inductee is Mike Blackburn, football and wrestling, class of 1999.
Hi, I'm Michael Blackburn. I'm a graduate of the class of 1999. I'm being inducted into the Baldwin Wallace Athletic Hall of Fame for wrestling and for football. Some of the greatest memories I have come from my 4 years at Baldwin Wallace. Just thinking back of all the friends, all the teammates that I had from football, from wrestling, from the ATO fraternity, my roommates on Front Street, competing at May Day, and all the competitions we had for wrestling and the games for football against Mount Union, and just the time I spent on campus and with all my friends, that a lot of them are still lifelong friends. Just so many good memories from Baldwin Wallace. I'm currently a teacher and the head wrestling coach at Steubenville Big Red. There are a couple coaches I would love to thank and mention. Two of them are Coach Packard and Coach Fleming. Without them, I wouldn't have been a BW. They gave me the chance to compete and play football and wrestle at Baldwin Wallace. Coach Dabrowski, whooped my butt every day in the wrestling room. He was my practice partner. Coach Kelly, one of the greatest line coaches I've ever had, made a huge impact on my college football career. I just want to thank all of them and all the other coaches that I had throughout my years at Baldwin Wallace. The advice I would give a current or future student coming into Baldwin Wallace, time's short. You're going to have great experiences. You're going to make friends for life. Enjoy every second you have. Don't waste your time there. Prepare every day. You never know what's going to happen in the future. And, you're going to have experiences that are going to teach you for the rest of your life. And one last thing, and I'll make this short. I have to thank my parents. Without them, I wouldn't have been able to do what I did or be where I'm at now. My father was going through a second fight with cancer when we found out that I was going to be inducted, and he was just starting chemo, and that was one of his main things that he was thinking about going through chemo was just being there, because the teammates that I had that know my parents, they wanted to be there for everything. My biggest supporter, and it just wasn't in the cards. He unexpectedly passed away early June, and I can't thank them enough. And he would have loved and appreciated everything that's going on, and so do I. I want to thank everybody that gave me the opportunity and selected me to be in this. It's very humbling, and there's no bigger honor. I want to thank you guys.
Our next inductee is Randy Edwards, football, class of 1984.
First of all, I would like to say that I am truly humbled and by the selection of the committee. I appreciate it. Appreciate everybody involved and the opportunity to join this elite group of other athletes. When I think of all the number of athletes that went through Baldwin Wallace and the great programs that they've had over the years, it truly is an honor to be selected as part of this group. I would like to give a shout out to all of my teammates. Truly played with some of the best players in the country. Really, I was a safety, and the rest of the guys on the defense made my job pretty boring. They were so good. There were games that I would not even have to make a tackle. So that's how good they were, and some of them are also already in the Hall of Fame. So I would like to give a call out to them. I'd also like to give a special call out to the coaching staff, in particular, Coach Fisher, who was our defensive coordinator at the time. Learned a tremendous amount from him, great motivator, worked as hard, and he was just a mastermind when it came to calling defenses. So I would like to thank him for the opportunity that he gave me. Some of my memorable moments, certainly, going undefeated in 1980, was huge. That was right around the time that we lost Coach Tressel. That was a very emotional season. That was the first, I believe that was the first undefeated, maybe the second undefeated season that Baldwin Wallace ever had. That was, we beat Ohio Northern at home, and still remember that game vividly. It's interesting, you still have certain plays that you remember, have certain emotions that you remember throughout the year. There's just so many of them, but that's one of them that stuck out for me. The other one was playing Wittenberg on national television in 1982. That was when they had the NFL strike, and Pat Summerall and John Madden were the hosts for CBS, and that was a great experience. We moved the game to Sunday, and that was a highlight of the career. Also, having a good game that time helped as well. So that was a lot of fun, and it was a great experience. For the guys that are still playing, and not just football, but every sport, the advice I have for you is to just enjoy it. It goes by really fast. 4 years seems like it's a long time, but you're a senior before you even know it. You're creating memories that are going to last a lifetime. Enjoy them. Continue to play hard. Give it your best effort. There are still, like I said, plays and moments that I still remember like they were yesterday. So make the most out of this opportunity that you have and just enjoy it.
Our next inductee is Kelsey Hills-Finucan, women's volleyball, class of 2008.
Hi, my name is Kelsey Hills-Finucan. I graduated in 2008. I played volleyball, and I currently live in Westlake with my husband Jack and our three-year-old son Johnny, and I work as an insurance broker in Cleveland at Oswald Companies. There's not really one particular moment that stands out in my memory, but I do remember having potlucks after all of our Saturday games, which was a lot of fun, getting to know my teammates on a personal level, as well as getting to know their families that came to our games. And when I think back about the people that really impacted me, I have to recognize Coach Vicki Brault. She was very dedicated to us, a great leader for us, and I really enjoyed playing for her. My advisor, Dr. Susan Kuznick, really kept me on track, and then I was able to reconnect with her when I came back to BW to get my MBA. And then just the teammates and the friendships I made throughout, a few in particular that I want to recognize. Betsy Gilbert and Maggie Martin, we played all 4 years together, and they're some of my best friends in the whole world. And then some other great friendships that I made on the team, Tony Ward, Emily Albanese, Maria DePeters, Angie Camp, and there's a whole lot more, but the people were really what made it worth it. Volleyball has given so much to me in my life. It was probably the first thing that I truly worked hard at. It introduced me to some of my best friends in the whole world, and it's just been such a wonderful experience, even playing beyond college, playing in my adult life in rec leagues, and introducing me to a ton of people. And so my advice for any student athlete that is questioning if you should continue it or give it up, absolutely continue it. It gives so much more back to you than you put in, and I just had a wonderful time playing, and I continue to have a wonderful time playing volleyball. Thank you, BW, for inducting me into the Hall of Fame. This is quite an honor.
Our next inductee is Joel Nichols, baseball, class of 1996.
Hi, my name's Joel Nichols. I graduated Baldwin Wallace in 1996. I'm being inducted into the Hall of Fame for baseball, the sport I love. Congratulations to the rest of the inductees for their nominations as well. I'd also like to thank Bob Fisher and Greg Pelka and the rest of the coaching staff at BW for helping me achieve the success that I did. Currently, I'm a health and phys ed teacher at Cardington Lincoln Local Schools in Cardington, Ohio, which is in central Ohio. Any young people playing any sports out there, I would like to tell you to work hard, put your heart and soul into it, and you will be rewarded with much success. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody next year during the ceremony, and looking forward also to meeting the 2020 nominees that are being inducted into the Hall of Fame. So we'll see you all in 2021.
Our next inductee is Brian Rector, tennis, class of 1989.
Hi, my name is Brian Rector. I was a student athlete here at Baldwin Wallace College back in the day on the men's tennis team. I graduated in 1989. I currently live here, still in Berea, with my wife Amanda and 4 boys. Also worked for KeyBank in their informational technology area and distributed storage. Been there for many years. and also still an active coach here at Baldwin Wallace on the men's tennis team as well, currently in my 32nd season. I'd like to thank Steve Bankson, the athletic director here back in 1989, for taking a chance on me. He was the one who saw something in me maybe I didn't at the time. I think it's been a nice ride so far. Also like to thank my tennis coach here at BW, Truman Fields, who kind of laid the groundwork for a solid career in tennis, not only on the court but off the court. Also Jack Bethenfalvey, our women's coach, recently retired. He was my mentor for many, many years. When I started out as a 21-year-old, right out of college, head coach. So appreciate all three of them and many, many more across the way. But I guess one of my favorite memories here at BW off the tennis court was in 1988 when President Ronald Reagan came to BW over at the Rec Center, and got a chance to participate in that. It was a very interesting experience having him on campus and during that political campaign for that year. And I think my favorite tennis memory is still yet to come. Like I said, I've had many over the years, very difficult to pick one. But certainly all the players over the years, maybe the trips to different places that we've experienced with the players and their families has been very, very good, very, very memorable. Finally, I'd like to close with a piece of advice that's worked well for the men's tennis team over the years, is to set your goals and actually believe you can achieve them. That's really worked out well for us, and hopefully many, many more. Thank you.
Our next inductee is Larry Rosati, football, class of 1983.
Hi, my name is Larry Rizzotti, class of 1983. I play football for the Yellow Jackets. First of all, I want to thank the Hall of Fame committee, all those who nominated me and voted for me. Truly a special honor, and something was very unexpected and a very humbling experience for me. So thank you very much. I want to say special thanks to my coaches during my 4 years there. I had two head coaches, Coach Tressel, Coach Packard, our defense coordinator, Coach Fisher, and a special shout out to my position coach, Coach Larry Van Dusen. What Coach Van Dusen taught transcended the football field and left an indelible mark on me. He cared for you not only as a player, but also as a person and a student. And for that, I am greatly, greatly, greatly appreciative. Thank you very much, Coach Van Dusen. To all the guys I played with, you guys were awesome. There's that old saying, iron sharpens iron, and it was never so evident than my 4 years at BW. You guys were all competitive, aggressive, tough, and perfectionist. You guys made me a better football player. Thank you so much. Fondest memory I had was my senior year. We went undefeated during the regular season, won the OEC championship, played on national television versus Wittenberg, and ranked #1 for a few weeks of the year. It was a special time and something I'll never, never, never forget. And it's because of guys I played with that I have those memories. Thank you all so much. I hope to see you next year.
Our next inductee is Jeff Shank, soccer, class of 1987.
Hello, Yellow Jackets. Jeff Shank here, BW class of 1987, 2020 Hall of Fame inductee for men's soccer. I'm sorry that we aren't able to be together this year to celebrate, but it is an honor to be inducted into the Hall of Fame alongside so many decorated alumni, and to have been a student athlete at BW, like my father, Charles Shank, a 1953 graduate and letterman in swimming, and my uncle Richard Shank, a 1951 graduate and 1997 Hall of Fame inductee for men's basketball. While playing soccer at BW, I played with many great teammates, and because of teammates like 1987 graduates Paul Van Hooijdonk, Matt Dobbins-Beck, and Keith Webb, I had the good fortune to end my career as the all-time leading scorer in BW men's soccer. But they say records are meant to be broken, and for 25 years I followed the program, waiting for the next Yellow Jacket to take the record as his own. Many talented players came close, but the record held until 2011, when Carlin Vandenreich finally eclipsed the mark. I had the privilege of being in attendance the night Carlin tied my record. Had the opportunity to meet him and the team and see just how far the program had come. Carlin's records were recently surpassed by 2020 All-American Danny Ruppel. After BW, I attended Cleveland Marshall College of Law, and I'm currently Deputy General Counsel at Progressive Insurance in Cleveland, Ohio. My advice to current student athletes: find the balance that allows you to give maximum effort as both student and athlete. The quality of your education, the lifelong friendships you'll gain, and your experiences on the field will all help shape your future achievements. Thank you for this incredible honor. Hope to see you all soon. Go Yellow Jackets!
Our next inductee is Mike Turchin, baseball, class of 2006.
Hi, my name is Mike Turchin, and I'm part of the 2006 graduating class. I'm proud to be inducted into BW Sports Hall of Fame for baseball. One of my most memorable moments was all the bus rides on our Florida trips. It was a great time hanging out with the best of friends and teammates and getting ready to play our first 10 games in 7 days. I'm currently in my 15th year of teaching health and physical education at North Cobb High School in Kennesaw, Georgia. I'm currently the head coach for the fast pitch program and serving as an assistant for baseball and the girls basketball programs. I'd like to say thanks to Coach Snell, who first recruited me to BW for football, and a special thanks to head coach Bob Fisher and the rest of the staff for investing their time and energy into all of us players and people. Thank you to all my teammates and great friends for creating an amazing experience, and of course the biggest thanks to my parents for making this all possible from Little League all the way through BW. For current student athletes, please take pride in your craft. You have a choice every day to improve and get better, not only for yourself, but for your teammates who you go to battle with every single day. Thank you to the voting members on the Hall of Fame Selection Committee. I truly am grateful and honored to receive this award. Thank you.
Our next inductee is Michelle White-Sheppard, basketball, class of 2007.
Hello, my name is Michelle White, and I want to start by saying thank you for nominating me for the Baldwin-Wallace Athletics Hall of Fame. I am being inducted for women's basketball, and I graduated in 2007. My most memorable moment at BW was during my junior year when we made it to the Elite Eight in the Division III NCAA tournament. It was also very memorable winning several OAC championships during my career. Currently, I am in my 13th year of teaching 5th grade language arts in the Rittman Exempted Village School District. I live in Medina, Ohio with my husband and our 1.5-year-old son. I would like to thank Coach Hare for all of her confidence in me and for pushing me to my potential. She always trusted me to guard the opponent's best player and motivated me to always want to do my best. I would also like to thank Coach Verba for all of his advice and support during my time at BW. Finally, I would like to thank Dr. Loudon for sparking my passion for teaching. Lastly, a piece of advice that I would give to current student athletes is to have fun. My years at BW were some of the best years of my life, and you need to try to enjoy every single moment. It goes by so fast. I feel so honored to be part of such a special group of student athletes at BW. Aw, Jackets!
Hello, Yellow Jackets. I'm John Snell, Interim Director of Athletics at Baldwin-Wallace. I want to thank each of our 2020 Hall of Fame inductees for taking the time to create their videos. I would also like to thank our BW coaches, the Brown and Gold Club, the Office of Alumni Engagement, and our Hall of Fame Selection Committee. BW Athletics is grateful for the support and contributions of these groups and departments. Thank you also to President Homer and our student athletes for joining us in celebrating our 2020 inductees. We also look forward to a time when we can celebrate our new inductees on campus in a safe manner. Until then, congratulations to our new Athletics Hall of Fame members, and go Jackets!